one today. It's gonna be dope. We don't know what brushes we're gonna use today, but it's like we're gonna kick it off with the usual. Nothing too new, nothing too much. Usually before I sketch, before I start painting, I just sketch out a reference, just a little warm up to get my hands warm a little bit. I don't know which picture I really want to draw or paint, but yeah, we're just, whatever. First, I'm probably just gonna sketch it out first. I'm kind of confused on which picture I want to do. Either Willem Dafoe, this one, or that one. Obviously, I'm making my own little cool style, but thank you. Obviously, I'm gonna make it my own little cool style. It's not gonna be black and white either. So I don't know which one I want to do though. 1, 2, or 3. I don't know. Do the girl. Let me see. Alright, I guess it's dope. Right? I'm thinking about it. It has a lot of darks in there, but then I want the eyes to come out, so I have to like add my own little thing in there. But the cigarette is so cool, right? Yeah, it would fit my style. And then I'm like, this one has like the most contrast and shadows in it, so it'll be dope. This one, I feel like the head is a little too small, or just too narrow. I don't know, so we're not gonna do that one. So yeah, it's out of these two. But yeah, but first, just gonna start sketching it up, just to get my hands a little warm, and stuff like that. Yeah, I think I might do the girl. It's like, why not? I don't even think I have that girl, but that was for somebody. I think I might do her. First, we're gonna start sketching her out first. Just get a little bit of a warm up in. And I'm using charcoal just to help out a little bit. just gonna sketch this out a little bit. Yeah, these are for sale. A squish malo. Malo. Cool name, cool name. So this, like, warming up like this kind of just helps with, you know, the whole aspect of the proportions I have to build. When it comes down to when I really get into it, you know. I don't think I'm gonna go this dark when I'm painting her, only because still want to have some character in there. She looks so scary. Alright, we're gonna start painting. Alright, so my canvas is already primed, and my gesso had already did that yesterday, or today. Let's get started. Now the colors that I'm probably gonna use today. We're gonna go dark on the background. Let's see. Wet up this paint a little bit, just get it really wet for our ground. Right now, I'm using a raw umber just to lay my ground in there. This is acrylic paint. Yeah, that's one there. Now, it doesn't need to be perfect, but I do want it to be filled up for the most part. Because some of this is going to show throughout the face when I start on the face. Some of this color is going to pop out just a little bit. And we're going to end up probably changing the background, obviously, when we get closer to being done with the piece. I think I have to like go from like here. Yeah. My biggest thing is like it not being big enough, and I like the proportions I'm trying to get and stuff. Like I won't make it fit, so I'm always trying to make sure that's. Thank you guys so much for joining the live and supporting. It means a lot. Can you draw me? Yeah, sure. Send a picture over. I'll definitely check it out. Tell people, you know, when it comes down to being drawn or being painted, the best photo you can give an artist is if the light sources is from above and from the side. It gives it the strongest facial features. I've done a lot of people faces. They'll tell me to, ask me to paint them. And the picture they send me has like nothing but light, you know. There's light hidden everywhere and I can't. It's like, I can do it, but, you know, it's just, it feels better when it has more shadows to work with. You can really see the person better. Versus having like a filter on it, you know. All right, so I'm gonna let this dry. And while this is drying, I'm gonna think of a color scheme. And yeah, get some colors together. We're gonna start. Already, I'm knowing that I want to put yellow in here, or like a caddy yellow, just because it's gonna bounce off this color so nicely. They're just gonna complement each other, so it's gonna be really fun, really dope. And we're gonna keep some of this raw umber alive, just to work with when we actually start putting some darks in too. So honestly, I could do that now, but hope everyone's having a beautiful day today, or had a beautiful day. It's a nice day too. Out here in Texas, the weather's changing. It's getting a little cooler, slower and slower. I'm gonna turn up my fan just to get the paint to dry a little faster. I believe you can be like me. Really, all it takes is just a little determination, that's all. I've been doing art my whole life, but I just recently started painting. But I've been sketching my whole life and stuff like that. But all it takes is just a little practice and just training your eye to see things. Do D'Angelo and Angie Payton. I have to see who those people are. All right, let's look at some colors. Obviously, we're gonna have some black in there. Where are you guys all from? Can you guys comment where you guys are from? What time it is right now? I'd love to know where you guys are joining from. some acrylic black. And some pad yellow. We can do some yellow ochre. Definitely some yellow ochre in here. For sure. Yellow ochre. Oh yes. Crimson. This is gonna be so beautiful in here. Even though they're almost the same, it's just gonna add a little bit more of the. It's gonna almost come out like that, just a little bit. Definitely need some scarlet, some bright red. Mix that in there with some white. It's gonna pop. And then we need some very fun colors like purple. This is pale purple. This is actually a really good pale purple. I started using pale purple in that one, and it just, oh man, that's a beautiful color. And no, we're not gonna do orange. I want it to stay very like, because we have our cad yellow and our yellow ochre. I think that's it. I think that's all we're gonna use. We're gonna keep the colors very low in terms of the hue. I mean, we have some very wild colors. I mean, like very loud colors, like these two, like cadmium yellow and pale purple. But we might throw some umber. We have an umber brown in these colors. It's gonna be dope. Maryland 745. That's dope. 645 where I'm at. 644. Dope. It's only a couple time zones we have. Alright, so yeah, let's lay these out. Let's get these colors out. And let's do this. This is actually gonna be a fun one. And you know what? We're gonna throw in some Hooker's Green. Definitely need our titanium white. And just for fun, some burnt sienna. The brushes we're gonna use today, I'm gonna use my Deerfoot. It's a size 1/4 of a Deerfoot brush. Deerfoot stippler is what it's called. And we're going to use, this is like a 4 flat brush. This one's actually the wrong one that oh no, it's the right one, yeah. For some of the hair, we're going to use our fan brush. And then a smaller detail brush, very small detail. And to sketch out the entire picture, we'll probably use flat brush. So I hope you guys just come in and chill, relax, sit back, and just vibe, you know. Just vibe. I really enjoy doing things like this with you guys because it's therapy for me. What's your opinion on doing this? Does that have to do with the? Oh, it's one of these nights is supposed to be a meteor, right, or something. I honestly don't know. You know, I've been living under a rock, friend. But that sounds very interesting, and which is ironic because I'm very into things like that. What's up, Wagwan? Hope you're having a beautiful day. beautiful night. So it's for me is it's very crucial that I'm setting up these colors from lightest hue or to darkest of the colors, because it just helps a whirlwind, you know, it helps a lot. But you know, there's supposed to be like I don't know if it's like a meteor shower or something that's supposed to be happening one of these days, October, maybe October 21st, I don't know, one of these days. I'm gonna put the burnt sienna over here with this raw umber, because we're gonna see where we're gonna throw that in at, because it might not even fit in with my color scheme. Dope. Now usually all these colors I have out, I can really make these with just 3 colors. I mean, but it's more aesthetically pleasing when you have them all out like that, right? I'll wet up my canvas a little bit, keep the paint that I'm gonna put on here wet. I have my tablet upside down because it's not a... Yo. When I'm doing like an expression picture like this, I'm not looking for it to be like spot on perfect to the reference. Thanks for joining, man. Thank you so much. Or woman, Michi. Thank you so much for coming. Proportions, man. It's like you just gotta knock it out. you waste so much time trying to figure out like where things truly go. It's like just sometimes you just gotta go do with it. See, my proportions are already off because the eye line is supposed to be right here with this indentation, but that will make the nose way too big. So I think it's really good to start with the nose first. So right now I'm just blocking in some dark shadows, like our eyebrows and all of that stuff. The eyes. This really just helps with getting your eye able to see what's really going on. You gotta draw what you see, not what you think you see, right? switch over to um, my deer brush, my deer fruit. Thank you, thank you. Alright, so we're working on a lot of wet paint right now. I'm gonna turn my fan up to start letting it dry up just a little bit. So we can start layering some things and actually start pinning some details. I know it doesn't look like much. It looks like craziness. But that's painting. It's a process, you know. It builds up, and that's what makes it what it truly is, you know. Just getting the shape of the eye down. Eyes is one thing I'm always gonna at least make sure I get in there correctly. Yeah, to remember she's looking downward, so. It's all good. This is better though. I love it. I love it. Thank you for coming back, man. Alright, girl. Forgive me, guys, if I'm like just like saying man and stuff a lot. It's just, you know, it's so unconscious. I'm just like, yo, man, what's up, man? Thanks, man. So don't take it like literal. As if I'm talking to like a whole bunch of guys or anything. You know? Ooh, I did way too much yellow. Way too much. Way too much. So we're gonna smoothen out the side of the face a little bit. Add some more colors and stuff in here. Get this cheekbone to come out more. And remember, it's coming up from right here. So, face is a little more round on this side, so. The black is going to complement the light side. Let me do some hair. We ain't gonna do the cigarette yet. I'm rushing. I'm not gonna do that yet. I'll be eager to do the little props and stuff. And I don't even have the lips done, and I'm already trying to add the cigarette. Nice one. So I'm really pushing color right now. Trying to get. There's gonna be a lot of different hues in this picture because none of our colors mixing. It's too bright. I see nothing but shapes now. Alright, so let's bring in this eyebrow and make it a little bit. Make sure we have this lined up a little bit. Now we're going for the messy look, so you don't want it to be too neat. lip is a little bit more flatter down there. A little bit more flatter. So now we can start defining the chin. And so there's a small highlight under there in that chin, right? I'm just gonna, and it's gonna just show where the chin is at. Like the live, share the live, subscribe, all that stuff, guys. When life gives you nothing, make it yourself. I'm hot gleaning shift crochet hood. Ooh, that's gonna be dope. I would love to see it, man. Or, I mean, I would love to see it. When life gives you nothing, you still create, man. Still create. Alright. We're gonna leave the fan on for like 4 more minutes, and then we're gonna turn it off. Then we're gonna start working on top of this paint when it's gonna start drying soon, which is gonna be perfect, right? So right now I'm using yellow for my highlight, but when we get further in, I'm gonna mix the yellow with titanium white to make it even brighter, to make these highlights stand out. There's a small highlight underneath the chin, underneath that second lip. And we're just gonna go in with our second to brightest color, which is our yellow ochre golden. Because it's not like a bright, it's not bright enough to stand out, but it's bright enough to be noticeable. All right, let's take this off. We're locking in. Okay, so the lips, that second lip is a little too big, which means the whole thing is off. It stops like right here. Man, it's so contagious, black. This is so contagious. Yeah, you have to or show me the channel. Show it to me. No, it's a clean outline of her hair, you know. These things are what define the face. Start doing this more colors. So there's a gap, a big gap up there that I need to emphasize. I'm going a little bit further past the chin that I indicated. That's just because proportions are calling for that. So. Yeah, we can definitely talk about pricing and things like that. Just on like a more personal thing, you can email me or we can speak. You can DM me through Instagram. We can talk about those ones. Some pricing for some pieces, definitely. And I think you may have been referring to this one, but I have some other ones. Yeah, well, we can definitely talk about that. Dope, definitely. I will look at that channel. I will look at it. And I hope to see it on there. Okay, so now I'll transition some colors. Jesus, her chin, bro. I keep, I'm adjusting it, but I'm losing it. I'm losing it. I think it's because so much conch, so much darks right here that I'm losing what's really going on here. But I got it now. There we go. I got it now. All right, so now let's well, let me add a little bit more, then we're gonna switch to a detail brush, and we're gonna really get in there and start touching up some things and bringing her out more, especially the eyes. We're gonna add a little bit more things to the lips to make the lips more present because it gets so lost, you know. We're not gonna do that. That's too much. That's too dark. We need to bring some life in there. So whether that means just adding just a little bit of visual line in between the lips, or some more highlights, maybe. What do, homie? Thanks, man, thanks. I'll post some art too, so you're gonna have to scroll. Bet. I try to stay true to using a brush like this instead of switching it up to so many different other ones, because I really like this. Really adds such a unique feel to it. So I feel like I'm betraying the piece whenever I switch over to a brush like this. But all right, so we're gonna touch up these eyes, bring them out more, and yeah. So there's so much darks in here. What we'll do is start by actually adding in darks way better. I mean, way much more. Making just more there. Start cleaning it up more. Now, like, I want to add white because it's gonna really bring it out. Oh, we'll talk about it when we get there. When we get there, we'll get there. Okay, so we have a little bit of proportions off, which is sometimes it's relieving to know because it's like you know that there's still adjustments that need to be made. Like this line is too far out. Now that I have the eye perfectly where I want it, I see that this line here is way too far out. So we're gonna erase that little line. Ah, you can still see it. It's even more faint. Jesus. Just gotta let it dry and go over it. Anyways, the line should be right here. All right, we're gonna come back to this eye after we do this one. I want to do one eye, spend 30 minutes on one eye, and then be too tired to do the other one. That's usually how it goes. Okay, so either so it's like a perfect line between her nose and this eye shadow. That's what we need to get. You see, it's too far off. There's nothing here. So there's two ways we can fix that. This paint is already wet, so it's gonna make a little off, but can. I'm like finna zoom in on my picture. So the key is that it's more downward than out. More down than out to match with that one. I'm gonna go too dark on this because it's not that type of dark. Thank you, David. Thank you. All right, so now let's start this other eye. Now that we have that line there, which needs to be a little bit darker. And this is one dark eye. thought I was tripping. I'm like, this eye is a little bit lower, but it's supposed to be lower. And you can't see that eye that much. And I'm definitely gonna add maybe some titanium white or maybe yellow to bring it out, or maybe gray. I think gray is like the perfect mid-tone for it. It's not too bright to where it looks crazy. It's not too dull. It's a gray, which is the color of her eyes. I mean that the white eyes. So I'm gonna make some gray. Seems like the light is coming from the left side, I mean the right side of the picture. So we're able to add a little bit more highlights on that side to bring out this eye. Okay, so let's get this more colors. I usually don't like it to be this perfect, so we're gonna go back in with the other brush and put some more expressions in there. But this is almost like me outlining the lips, outlining the eyes and the nose, because these are the things that stand out the most. That'll make it legible, so you know what you're looking at. Cheeks. day it works. That's dope, man. That's dope that it works. What are some facts about you, homie? What's your age and what do you do full time? I am 23. Um, I am a full-time artist. Just paint. I do a lot of painting. What else do I do? Yeah, that's really. I mean, I also am a poet, so I do poetry. Um, what else? Actually, it's a lot, but like I just be like chilling on it. But yeah, full artist full time. I write songs, do a lot of things like that. Poetry about my life. A lot of these paintings, honestly, the way I express them is, yeah, it has a lot to do with my life. You know, it has a lot to do. Like, you probably can like sense it. Yeah, and been everywhere. Been to a lot of places. I recently just left like a couple of months ago. Came back from Hawaii doing some. I was going out there to do tattoos and stuff like that. So that's new. And then I dropped that for a little bit. Just picked up the paintbrush and found more therapy in it. It was in Hawaii. It's a beautiful place. Hawaii is a beautiful place. But when it comes down to the art aspect, it's it's very repetitive. I feel like I couldn't grow as an artist too. You know, that's not the reason why I left, but it also contributed to it. Cause man, it's just tribals. You know, no offense to tribal, but man, it was more like grow as an artist or make a whole lot of money doing tribal tattoos. I was like, you know, like my perspective on art is bigger than just making money or trying to copycat, you know, like tribal. Like they'll come in and nothing but tribals. And I'm like, I want to do portraits. I want to, and I was still like a beginner artist, you know, but and I wasn't like even on the floor. But when I, you know, got a little more experience, and I was like, man, how do you grow as an artist if you're doing the same thing? If your neighbor is doing tribal tattoos, your other friends doing tribal tattoos, you know, versus like a tattoo shop here in the States on the mainland, you got artists from all different type of like artistry backgrounds, different type of mediums, you know, and you can learn from one another way. You just being around an artistic environment, you soak up more, you know, especially when it's so diverse like that. But yeah, so I ended up quitting my job recently, and I just been doing this full time, you know, not looking for like a crazy payout when it comes down to this, or anything. It's just I'm happier, you know, much happier, much happier. So yeah, that's where I'm at with it. I do have plans to travel some more, see more of this beautiful earth, and yeah. Hi Teresa, hi Teresa. Yes, I do portraits, Krista. How much does one of your pieces cost? If you're interested, we can talk a little bit more in private about a piece that you'd be interested in, or even a commission piece. I would love to do a portrait of some of you guys. Running out of canvases, but I would love to. So, yeah, thank you for asking. Oh, thank you. All right, so let's finish this. We're gonna put this brush down. Wait, not yet. One more thing. I'm gonna add red in there. So yeah, I just man like this this is where I found peace at. I can't. I'm not against working. I'm not against any of that. You know, I did my share in the corporate world, and it pulled me further from the source of what I actually am and what I can create. You know, like I can't stay in four walls all day. I can't, man. I can't. It kills me. Can't. Let's switch up these brushes. And I was working on an album. Supposed to be dropping some new music. Um, since I found a little bit more peace in painting and art in in this type of way, I haven't found myself able to write poetry the way I used to. I mean, it's more in depth and more intuitive, but it's not the same. Before I'll speak about more about my past, the things I've been through, all those things, and it was just a way of therapy for me. And if you go listen to my songs, you'll hear it. But I definitely grown and I've gotten more peace and happiness. So this is what it looks like, a quiet room with faces that are all around you. This is peace. My mother just passed. Maybe, oh man, I would love to do that. I would love to do that. And I'm sorry to hear that. I'm really sorry to hear that. Okay. So, I'm glad I'm at the point now where I can speak about these type of things online. So thank you for asking that question, because yeah, I think a different version of me wouldn't be so easily to put that out like that. But like I said, I'm in a much better place. So. You can add some flair in here. That's the best part about when the paint dries. You can add like some flair to it just to give it some more expression. Tone it, tone it, tone it. Let's bring this nose out a little bit more. It has like a dip to it right up in here that we didn't emphasize enough. So we're gonna show that a little bit more. Start with our darkest red, our think this is crimson. Yeah, crimson red. The nose is the nose. You gotta get the nose right. Change the way I see a nose when I realize there's no lines on it. It's just pure shadow. Yeah, no problem. Do you BMX? No, but I did. I do skateboard, and when I was younger, when I was uh, when I was younger, and I was with like my foster siblings, um, like with our foster parent, and they had like kids that was there too, and they got me into skateboarding, and they did BMX. And I remember one time we went to like this. They showed me around. They took me to this BMX trail. It was so cool. It was dope. It was good times, man. Well, it wasn't the best times, but it was good times. It was real cool. And then it got me, but like I favored skateboarding more. But it was dope. I wonder if that park is still up. I was like so young when I went there. It was so cool. I would definitely like do BMX again for sure. Or like just get into that as a hobby or a sport. Like actually do it. But yeah, growing up, man, well, after that moment, after I got out of foster care, and like I've been so like they introduced me to skateboarding. When I got out, like I always like stuck with it. Skateboarding and stuff. Okay, so now we're gonna fix up this eye because it's looking crazy, and it doesn't look as cohesive as I thought it would be because there's so much blacks in here. I don't want to make up too many shadows. I mean, make up too much light that isn't there. So we're gonna just start fading things. That's what we need to do. Start fading some colors. I'm gonna mix my green and black. Get like a diluted green. Alright, check this out. We're about to have some fun when we start on her hair because this is gonna be so fun. We're gonna use that fan brush and it's gonna just like it's gonna do wonders. We're about to start in here. Just give me 1 more second. You have XSX vibes. Take that as a compliment. I love X, man. 6 patience. Yes, sir. Speechless. Thank you so much. 22 Ash VR 22. Beautifully designed. Thank you, thank you. No, I did not go to art school. No art school. Kim Herman. A restricted message. Hope it was a positive comment. No. Bet. Alright, so we're gonna start in here. And this actually should not be that dark. So we're starting out of here. I'm just gonna bring our hair down. Have some fun with it. We're not done with the face. We're still gonna touch it up. But we're just gonna bring the piece more together. So I'm gonna start by wetting the back of my canvas. Or at least the hair aspect of it. Because we're gonna mix in some colors. It's not just gonna be black. We're gonna add in these colors to bring it to life a little bit more. So we're gonna wet our brush, soak it actually. So let's start with some black. We're gonna make her hair a little bit crazy. Make her look deranged. Wet up my paint a little bit. Like I have so much paint on this brush, but Jesus Christ, bro, it's not spreading the way I need it to. There we go. She almost looks like what's her name? 11 from Stranger Things. I see. Kason Coy. Yeah, I remember me from the basketball part. Hey, my boy Kason. What's up, man? Remember me from the basketball part. Court, that knee you were playing on. You won't be successful drawing YN. Don't know. Yes, he is. Oh, but Kason. Thank you, Kason. Oh, good thing I'm not trying to become successful drawing. Just doing what makes me happy, man. I cannot say she does not look like 11. Are you guys excited for the new season of Stranger Things? If you guys even watch Stranger Things? Ooh, no. I was not expecting the brush to stick together like that. I want it to stay fluffed out. Love you too, my bro. Thank you, Kason, for joining, bro. We're definitely gonna hoop sometime, man. Just been very busy, bro. I'll buy all your paintings for 2,000. If you're serious, or if you're interested in one of these pieces, we can definitely talk. Just we'll talk privately. You can DM me on Instagram, or you can email me. He doesn't take food stamps. Hey, in this economy, I might. Now we need the hair to be a little colorful, because the background is gonna be either black or gray, and we don't want the black hair to match in with the background. So And I might have to end up doing this again if once I do the background. Because I want the hair to be on top of the background, not where I have to like outline it with the black or whatever, or with the gray. Batman. Be looking forward to it, bro. Thank you for joining the live so much. Tell me, should I put a tear or should I do that little tattoo she has there when that time comes? Okay, I'm gonna edit up her face a little bit more. Put in some more expressions in here. Okay. Add some white and yellow. Not even gonna mix it in all the way. Just to where it's like you see the blend of both of them. So that way we can bring in the highlights of the whites that we want to put in, but also color coordinate it with the yellow that we have going on. And to give it like a cool effect. Like a mid glow slash, you know. But you can't mix it in. You have to leave it alive. These serve as your highlights. This is why I'm always cautious about what it looks like on a brush, because it can come out the wrong amount and just mess up the whole thing. So that's why I always, okay, something's off a little bit. We'll see, man. Definitely we'll see. Yeah, I'm so telling, bro. Thanks, man. The quintessential emotion. Biggest word I said. Facts. Set this off. Give her a little cheekbone. Oh, I know. There's no highlights in the eyes. But you have to have highlights in the eyes, right? You just have to. Even if she doesn't have any, you can always take them out if it doesn't look right. So we're gonna have some. Now we're just adding things that's not really there. But I mean, this is what makes it different. This what makes it far from a reference picture, you know? Start adding some white inside of these colors, from these colors, to make them a little brighter, and add in some highlights within those shadow points of like my darkest shadow. I can start adding like some white to it to just balance it out more, like up in here. Stick some scribbles in there, right? 222. Maybe I'll see if we can hoop tomorrow. I think I'm a little busy. But we'll see. We will see. Dang, I got this. Whatever. We're gonna fix it. It seems so corny, bro. Putting a cigarette in there, like, I don't know. I might take it out. I don't know. I'm still debating on. I don't know. It's just I feel like it. I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna take off the cigarette. I don't like it. It throws off. It changes the energy of it. I mean, I can still fix it up, but I just don't like where it's going. I don't like it. I feel like her face alone brings the energy of like her needing a cigarette. She doesn't need. She doesn't need that. Yeah, I'm taking that out. Hey, what's up? What's up? Thank you for joining the live. We're just in here finishing up this piece. I'm erasing in the process of getting rid of the cigarette because I don't like it. I don't think it needs it, honestly. gonna bring her hair across her face too. Thank you to everyone who's in the live. Thank you guys for joining. Okay. Let's see this. We spoke about adding some fun colors in here earlier. That's exactly what we're about to get ready to do. Thank you, thank you. What's up, what's up? Thank you guys for joining the live. Hope you guys are having a beautiful day or had a beautiful day. Ooh, that was crazy. I did not mean for it to go that hard. I gotta clean that up. Did not mean for that to come off so hard. appreciate it. Thank you so much, man. Or girl, guy. Alright, we're about to be done. I'm just gonna add in one more fun color, and that's the pale purple to give it a little bit more aliveness. We may take it out, it just depends, but I always gotta add at least one fun wild color in there. Just for fun. Let's see. We can actually mix this with some white. It'll bring it out. Perfect, that's beautiful. I'm not even gonna mix it all the way in. Boom. I have to use a small detail brush at all. Which is I have a small detail brush. My even smaller small detail brush. Looks really nice, by the way. Love the colors. Thank you, man. Thank you. About to finish up here. This is what I hate. I have so many colors, and it's like, bro, I have so many colors left. It's just wasted colors. I mean, you're never gonna actually use the whole palette, but I might. Alright, we're done. This piece. Some things I kind of want to touch up, but I'm just gonna I gotta stop. I gotta stop. I gotta stop. It's like I want to make the hair more known by curling it a little bit, but I'm just like, oh, I'm not about to mess it up. I'm not about to F it up. It's whatever. I think it's pretty dope. Some other pieces for you guys to see. I have some other ones, but that's all. I look so tired. Bet, man. Thank you for joining so much. Thank you so much.